Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs, and I got two wonderful co-hosts with me today, Mr.
Johan
and Mr. Leo. And you are watching our Tipsy Tuesday. Thank you for being here. It's a special day. We have co-hosts today that are all geared up in their soccer uniforms watching this World Cup, right? Visiting Amma and Papa. Thank you for being here, of course, and make sure you are subscribed to our channel. There he goes. Subscribe to our channels, follow us on Facebook, and what do we want them to do? Send us some hearts and thumbs up. Give them a thumbs up, Leo? Thumbs up. Nope? Okay.
Not today.
Say hello to our producer. Who's our producer? Mr. HP, or AKA, what's his name?
Paul. That's right, Paul.
Paul. We have an exciting show for you today. We are just kind of getting back into... Yeah, that's Paul. Oh, he's poking your ear? So we're just getting back into the rhythm. Barely, though. We just got back yesterday. And what a great surprise to have these guys already at our house having some fun. But we have been traveling for almost 4 weeks, right?
Whoa.
4 weeks, yeah. It's been a lot. But we're excited to be back home.
Yes.
For a little bit, at least. And we have a great show for you today. On our set today, I have behind us, her name is Miriam, and this is one of our one-day retreat options made from our Nordic summer fabric that is going to be arriving here soon. And then behind Mr. HP, this is Jewel, out of some really pretty blue fabrics and boat themed.
It's gorge.
It's gorge. We actually have this quilt in-house. Yeah. It was the prototype for the original Jewel. But anyways, we always have a giveaway on our show, so stick around to the end of the show to answer a giveaway question. And last week, we haven't been hosting for a while, so it feels a little rusty. Are you a little rusty?
I am so rusty. I don't know what button to push.
Papa is rusty. Rusty dusty today.
Rusty dusty.
But our last week's winner is...
Drum roll, please.
Sally Hagelo Blair Motown. That's probably...
Yeah. I don't know.
Is that
Maybe she's from Detroit. I don't know.
Maybe.
It had
Maybe she's from
in.
Motown.
She's from the Motown.
I like that. Congratulations, Sally. Just give us a ring or an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com to claim your prize. And her... Oh, no. This is her answer.
Oh,
Never mind.
Okay.
The question was, what is your favorite type of music?
There it is.
And Motown is it. Now
that makes
that's
sense.
something you know very well.
Because I have the Minneapolis Men of Motown, and now the Minneapolis Women of Motown.
Yep.
Let's get the crowd happy.
Yes.
Thank you.
Give everybody applause. Applause. Celebrate.
Not applause.
Sally. But of course, every Tuesday we do a tip of the day, and since I haven't been back here in the studio to film new ones, I thought we would play something that is always so helpful. How to use your Stripology ruler to cut those wider cuts of fabric, like cutting your big 108 remnants down, or if you have something that is wider that you need to cut, that you would need to fold differently. So this tip of the day is called Cut Wider Fabrics with a Stripology Ruler. What do you think about that, Leo? Good.
We'll see.
All right, let's check it out. Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs, home of the Stripology Ruler. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use your Stripology Ruler to cut wider fabrics. And I'm talking 60, 100 inches wide. The length of the slits of the Stripology Ruler were designed to cut fabrics that are normally up to 45 inches wide, selvage to selvage. But what if we need to cut fabric that is wider? Here I have some European fabric that is about 60 inches wide, selvage to selvage. So if I needed to cut strips from this, here's a simple trick to use. So 2 things we have to consider first. I'm going to cut strips from this fabric, and am I going to subcut it so I won't be needing to use the actual fold? Or is this supposed to be a strip piece so that I actually need this fold to stay intact? I won't be chopping it off when I subcut. If I need to subcut this, easy way to do this is we're going to utilize the lines on our cutting mat to do a bit of a fold. So because this is wider, we are going to have to make 2 folds in here. So I'm going to start by bringing the selvage in just a little bit. So I'm going to fold this back and create a fold here. And then I'm going to use my cutting mat to line up with any line on the cutting mat. I'm lining this fold that I just created with that line. So I know that is going to be straight. So then I'm going to take my bolt fold and bring that up towards this fold. But I'm not really looking at this fold. I'm creating a second fold down here, lining it up and making sure that this is aligned on a line. Then we don't have to worry about this fold. We can cut our strips easily by bringing this over. We have a horizontal line here on the bottom fold, and we have another horizontal line even with the top fold, so we can cut our strips if we are going to be subcut and do not need to use this fold. Now, if we need to use the whole width or the whole length of the strip, including that fold, for example, sometimes you might want to cut some wide back fabric. We need to make sure that the first fold that we do is parallel to or perpendicular to the edge here. So an easy way to do that, we are working with a single fold fabric. We want to align something that we know is perfectly straight, like a selvage. So I'm just using the one side selvage and making sure that I align all of them before I start folding. So then, because you know that this first fold, when you fold your fabric in half first, you know that first fold is perfectly perpendicular with this edge. You are okay to keep folding because in essence, your top and bottom fold should always end up being parallel. And of course you can double check it. And here I can see I have a line here on my bottom fold. My top fold is perfectly parallel, so I can now make my cuts. Now, if you don't have a selvage, you can always create that straight edge. So I'm going to show you back with my piece of fabric that is 60. So in case I needed to use that bolt fold, I would just first make sure that I create a straight edge on the side that is perfectly parallel to my fold. So I can make sure that taking that bolt fold, I'm lining that up with a line here on my cutting mat. Let me bring this down so we have plenty of room. And then I bring the selvages over here and create a second fold on the top. So I know these are going to be parallel, these folds, even though it's still now too wide to just cut strips right now. But I can create this edge by turning my ruler. So I'm going to just turn this whole piece. Since I'm right-handed, if you're left-handed, you could just leave it because I want to trim this edge. And then I'm just going to use the edge of my ruler. You can also just use a longer ruler. And I use now a slit to line up with my bottom fold. And we should have another slit that lines up with the top fold here. And then I just make sure all my raw edges are to the left of the edge of the ruler. And I make my straight cut. Now I have a clean edge here. And then I can go and fold whatever I need, however many folds on this side. As long as I'm lining this side up, all of my folds are going to be parallel, so I can easily bring my ruler over and get really straight strips, including that bolt fold. So there it is, cutting your wider fabrics with the Stripology Ruler. Now, it's not just wide backs. Of course, sometimes we have fabrics that are a little bit wider, like our European fabrics are 60 inches. So comes in handy to show you how you can fold those. We are going to show you some options. If you are joining us for our one-day retreat in September, we have 2 sessions. Time is kind of taken away as far as our deadline to join us. They are both sessions are pretty filled up, and I just want to say it's going to be a great time. And we're going to be making a great quilt. Miriam is one of the options. This is the Nordic Summer Meadow version, and so I just love this one. This is the only one that has kind of a darker background. But what you've been asking for are some options for your backing fabrics. And so I'm going to give you some backing options for all the variants we have for the Retreat box. So remember, this Retreat, you can buy just the digital package, or you can add the Retreat box, which is going to have your fabric, some gifts and treats and fun stuff in there. And so it'll have the kit to make a lap size quilt. It's like kind of like almost a twin. It's a larger lap. But anyways, I'm going to show you some options that we have for 108s to use for backings for these quilts, and so you can be prepared. So starting with the gradients version. Johan, what do you think about these colors? You like these?
Yeah, I like that.
It's the purple border. So for this one, I got a couple of options for you because there's some blue in it, lots of great blues and teals. So we have the Kaleidoscope Blue Multi. So it has some blue, but look at those little bits of purple. There's a little bit of green in there, so it has all the colors that are in the blocks. So I think this would be a great option, Kaleidoscope Blue Multi. And then the other one would be, if you like more of the teals, this is a newer one we just got in not too long ago, Spectrum 108 in the Lagoon color. So more of a greenish blue tone. Love that one.
Yeah, I like the
It's kind of like having a quilt on the back of your quilt too, because it's kind of all half square triangles. Then we have the Kipling Gardens, and another great one, lots of small, beautiful florals, so softer. And so one of the great options here would be the Stonehenge in the Nightshade. I feel like it has all those tones in there, a little bit of pink, the blue, little tones of lavender that you'll see in the kit, and that pinkish purple. So that would be a great option. Our next quilt is linen texture, or next kit, which is kind of these greener, more calming. Oh, this is the option that I chose for the back. It's called Stellar in the Dusk. Can you put the quilt up? It's the one with the green border. Yep. So this one is all done with a single fabric, which is linen texture. So it's not linen, it just has that texture. So it's kind of a minimalistic feel for those of you that don't like lots of prints, but that has its own look, very kind of a Scandinavian look. Now, this Stellar Dusk, I love this for the backing. If you like a good, fun print that has kind of that reverse feel, Stellar Dusk for the backing would be a great option. It is what you have there, number 4. So there it is. That is a Wyndham fabric, and I absolutely love it. I think it would make a great option. Another option for that same kit would be something that has a bit of a Scandinavian feel. It's called Boho Birds. Nova is the color, so it has that navy blue, has that cream, a little bit of taupe in there, so kind of a subtle but still something fun to have a print on the back of a quilt that really doesn't have much of a print going on. Then we have Mira, which is our more so neutral colorways. So very earthy tones, grays, taupes, and charcoal with a fun print in the border. There's just a hint of gold in the print. So that's why one of the options I chose was the arabesque in the honey. I love this print, and that would just add some color to it. Wouldn't that be pretty for the back, Johan? Yeah, I think so too. Now, if you didn't want that much gold in it, we have this version, which is a little bit of a charcoaly blue with the cream and just a little bit of that taupe. So both of those options would be really good. Now, next one is one of the Nordic summer options. This is the jam colorway with the plum border. Love this one. And so we actually have we have actually loads of wide backs coming, 4 different wide backs coming for Nordic summer. They are all available on pre-order, so you can secure yourself one. One of them being this one, ground cover in the jam. This is a little bit of an ombre feel to it. It goes from the purple to the more plum, and then there's some golden leaves in there. It's a really cool print. If you wanted just to kind of match the border, there would be this option, the Angelica in the jam, and it is the same print, but this wide back is going to be a larger scale. All the prints are larger scale. So there's 2 more that are in this line, but those would also work for the one hanging behind me, which is the meadow colorway. So that would be the Angelica and the lake. You could use them for either one. And this one is same scale as that, so it's a larger scale than the actual print. And then we have the Nordic Summer Wild Flora in the buttermilk. So this one kind of has all the colors in it on this really beautiful buttermilk cream background. And you can see this on the quilt that's hanging behind us. All right, we have Snowberry as our next option. This is kind of a wintry, almost Christmassy feel. Also just a very fresh colorway. So if you wanted to go with something Christmassy, here's a perfect backing. First Frost Snowfall in the red, which really would make this a very festive quilt. We have some other similar snowflake patterns, so if you didn't want to go with red, some of those would be really great as well. I know we have like aqua blue one, so check those out too. The next kit is Violetta, and Violetta has this beautiful purple border and these purples and greens. So of course here is Color Field in the violet, which I think is fantastic, right? Do you like purples? Purple colors? Yeah.
Purple and blue.
Yeah, that's a great one. We also have another option, which is a flannel, Solstice flannel, serene swirls in the purple. So if you wanted to put flannel on the back, that would be a really cool option too. Now, don't ever be afraid to put flannel on the back of a regular weight fabric on the top. In the top, it is. I do this all the time. I just make sure to wash the flannel first because it's gonna shrink a little bit more than your regular fabrics. But I do this all the time because we love a cozy backing, don't we, to our quilts. Then we have our next colorway in the kit is Windfall. This is our fall version, some fall colors. There's a little bit of pumpkins in there. And the Genesis Earthen is a great option, matching those colors perfectly. A little bit of a contemporary version of a back, but I love this one. And I think it'd be really fun on the back of this quilt. And then the other option would be just a simple dry brush. We have this beautiful terracotta color that would make this perfect backing for the Windfall kit. Next kit and last but not least is our Wisps in the Wind. And this one has all those beautiful teals and just touches of this golden brown. And so one of the options is another color field, but in the aqua, has all those teal colors with just hints of just a little bit of blue, but just all these shades, lots of action going on. And then the other option would just be to do a dry brush dark teal. So that's gonna match that teal, especially in the border, really well. And so these are some great options, but let me tell you something. Everybody has different ideas and different tastes on what you put on the back of a quilt. So do not be afraid to break out of the mold. These are just suggestions because you have been asking for them. If you see something as a backing and you think it would be great for your kit, go for it. If you want some reassurance, send us an email and ask how we would think that backing would work with the actual quilt, and you'll be good. So any other questions, let me know. Really good comments here. So any questions, let us know if you need any more information on our backings. Now, unfortunately, these need to be ordered separately. We cannot fit it in the actual retreat box. So yes. Another thing I wanted to mention, those of you that have reached out to us and are looking to make a larger quilt, you have ordered your retreat box but want to make a larger quilt, make sure you reach out to us for us to add that second kit to your order so that we can ship those two together. That is as simple as you get a full other kit, which allows you to make a king, queen, or a king size quilt. You will maybe have some extra fabrics, but that's the only way we can do it. But you have to order that now so that we can make sure to add it, so we can make sure that we cut it all and have it ready when we're ready to ship our retreat box. Time flies so fast, actually, so that we want to just make sure that everybody gets what they want. All right? Okay, we have something exciting, brand new today, and that is a new size for our Fab Boxes. Now, what are our Fab Boxes? This is a way for you to save a lot on shipping. So what we do, you purchase your Fab Box, and then now we have this 15-pound version. We also have two other sizes. We have a 20-pound and a 30-pound. They're all differently priced. But what this means is this Fab Box stays in our warehouse, and so you can place as many orders as you want. And after you place this first order for your Fab Box, which has to be purchased separately, but even if you log on 5 minutes later and start ordering something, when you check out, one of your options is going to be add to my Fab Box, which has 0 shipping, but we take that order, we fulfill it into your box. So then when your box is either full, which means now if you have a 15-pound box, once it reaches 15 pounds, you get a notification, it's full or it's almost full. You might be able to order this one last order, and then we will ship it to you automatically. Or if the 55 days is how long we hold it in-house. So if those 55 days are up, we will automatically ship it. But of course, if you would like to ship your box earlier, whenever you want, you can always reach out and tell us that. Now, we were working on an option where you could just click a button in your account, and then we would ship it. But you can always send us an email to our help@GE-Quilt-Designs. But this new option is a great option for those of you that want to maybe try this out. Now, how much is 15 pounds? I get asked that all the time. How much fabric is that? So let me tell you, a pound is gonna give you just a little under 3 yards, just about 3 yards of fabric. So that's how you can think about that. In a typical 12-piece half-yard bundle are 6 yards. So you can always kind of do the math this way if you're thinking about fabric. Of course, other things are gonna be weighed differently, but that is kind of the idea. Now, we do have a few restrictions for some of our larger items that will not fit in the boxes. So that will be, for example, our larger rulers, our larger cutting mats, the large wool mat, and some of our irons that are just too large, and other things like that. But most of the things get in there. The only thing also that does not go in the Fab Boxes are the subscriptions that are fabric subscription clubs and programs. So great option, something that people have been asking for. And if you wanted to try it out, this 15-pound option is a great one. And if you go to the Fab Box site, on our website, if you go to the Fab Box button, it will give you those 3 options. It gives you the savings, and really, you start saving so much on shipping, and you're, of course, helping the environment as well. So check that out. Fab Box or Fill a Box program is what this is. Now, if you have been using our Fab Box or Fill a Box program, let us know. Tell everybody that is watching how that is working out for you. I know so many of you, just as soon as you get yours shipped, you get yourself another one. So it's really great.
Here's a question for you.
Did you stop handling thread? So some of our thread, no, we still carry some of the thread, the cotton thread, in-house. But in order for us to offer a variety of other threads, we are working with Madeira, so they get drop shipped from somewhere else. So same thing, you can still purchase it all in the same order, but it just gets drop shipped from somewhere else. Something that a lot of businesses are doing right now. It just helps us being able to offer more where we don't have to have all that inventory. Thread is hard because we have so many colors, and so carrying all that inventory for the variety is always a little bit hard. So it just gets shipped directly from the Madeira warehouse.
True that.
Yeah, It just helps us out, being able to offer more options on our website. So if you're not finding our thread on our website, it should be just right in the top under Notions, or maybe thread is its own thing. So check that out. All right, Johan, do you want to tell folks a little bit about where you've been? Because you were on vacation.
Yeah.
Where did you go with your family?
I went to
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Nice.
How cool is that? And you made some friends there, didn't you?
Yes, I was playing a lot of soccer.
You played a lot of soccer, which makes sense. And so, what was your friend's name there? Do you remember?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Maybe Papa remembers. He's over there busy. That's okay. But you were playing a lot of soccer, and you were there with your cousins
Yes.
because your uncle is from Ecuador, visiting his family. How fun is that? Really cool. What was the best thing you got to eat in Ecuador?
I think like pasta.
The pasta. Okay. Nice. Do you have some empanadas?
Oh,
Yeah. Empanadas.
chocolate.
Chocolate empanadas? You didn't bring me any? Oh.
Banana.
Whoa.
Oh, bananas
nice.
and chocolate? Oh my gosh.
Delicious.
That sounds great. I'm gonna have to try that sometime.
Delicious.
How fun is that? Now,
So good.
Amma and Papa are really also traveling. Iceland. Now, what is your favorite thing to do in Iceland?
Oh, I like being fishing,
Yeah.
drive a car.
You drive cars in Iceland?
Yes.
He drives cars in Iceland. Okay.
Let me.
I let you. Okay. And you like to eat fish there, the good fish and the
Fish and
lamb.
meat.
Mm-hmm. Do you like the Icelandic hot dogs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Everybody likes the Icelandic hot dogs. Now, we, of course, had 2 beautiful tours to Iceland, and we are going to, on Friday, Mr. HP is putting together a huge video, a long video from our travels, but it's just there's so much, and
So
I
much.
just want to thank everybody that was a part of our trip, whether it was just for half of it, parts of it, I just want to thank you for a wonderful time and some memories that we have made with all of you that are just fantastic, and I hope you all really enjoyed the trip.
Iceland South, Iceland North.
Iceland
Hi.
North, Iceland South, yes. Or Iceland both.
Iceland both.
Yes. But yeah, it was a fantastic time. So you'll see more footage from our travels. Delicious food, delicious, just wonderful sights, beautiful people, amazing. But I have some fabrics to show you. We have one collection to show you, but this one has a panel. It is called Smooth Sailing, right? It's called Smooth Sailing. I put my script away. Yeah, Smooth Sailing. So this is it's a 1 yard panel, but it is these large sailboats. And so this is half of it. Here's the other half of it. But look at these gorgeous blues and teals. And then the boats have a little bit of that taupe in there. And nice creams. And this is, of course, by Northcott. Of course, by Deborah Edwards. Just that style. Yeah. And the little birds flying. So this would be great for, of course, one of the quilts. So it's not quite a yard. It is about 29 inches. So it's kind of an in-between size. But of course, don't ever be afraid. If you have a pattern that is for a 36-inch panel, just add some strips to the side. You can always add, we call them coping strips. So to make a panel larger than you need it to, or to make the panel the size you need it to be. So this one would be great. So let me show you. It's just a small collection, just 6 pieces. We'll put this one, let's just put it up here.
Is this the panel you're talking about?
This is the panel. Yeah, how gorgeous is this? This will make a beautiful centerpiece in a quilt. And so the 6 prints we have, we start with this beautiful cream with all the boats, sailboats, but all the blues and just so much texture and life in these prints. We have a light blue texture. Again, beautiful textures. So I'm just going to do this like this because we have so much. We only have 6 prints. And then this. Now, what does this texture remind you of? Water, yes. That is so cool. It's like maybe some white caps in the ocean, right? You know, when they have the waves and they have the white caps. And then we have this print, and they always put one of these. This is an ombre starting from the really dark on this side, and then going even lighter on the other side. So it's a full ombre from selvage to selvage, from the dark to the light. So it's hard to show this one, so it shows both. So I'm going to fold it like this, and then they can kind of see both colors that way. And then we have some darker texture. I like this one. It's similar to this one, but it has kind of a larger scale and a darker blue. There you go, Johan. Good work. So a little bit darker blue there. And the last one is even darker and gives you a little bit of teal. So it's a basic I added just to get that full ombre effect from the lightest to the darkest. So then I have some great options for fabric for you. Now, to match these lighter tones, the best option I had was the glaze in the milk glass. Has a little bit of a blue undertone. Isn't that pretty? And then a little bit of gray specks that could be like your little water specks. If you wanted to go full on white, I would recommend just dry brush white on white. It's going to be matching with the whitest tones in the fabric. Then we have grunge in the clear water. It has that light blue, just a little bit of green, doesn't it? Yeah. That matches the green in this one. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then we have thatched frost. So this, where do you think this color will fit in, Johan?
Maybe
somewhere with that same tone, maybe around here. Yeah, doesn't that look good together? I think so too. And then we have another light one. This is grunge soothing, but it has more of a greener undertone. So that could go there. That's a great, perfect spot for it. Some darker blues, a little bit teal. This one is called grunge Bonnie blue. Yeah, right there, look. Has some of the greener. And then we have a blue, Hema in the Glacier Waterfall. Yeah, so it has some lights and some dark, deep blues. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. And the darkest one is going to be Surface Design in the navy. Yeah. Look at that. That's great. It matches it perfectly, right? Now, I brought some other colors in to pull out some of the things. Also, to look, if we look at the panel, so it has some gray, it has some taupe, some dark brown. So great choices to use for an accent. I pulled out grunge and the ash because that has blue in it. So that would be great. You can see has some of those gray tones in there. So I think that's a great option. And then some of the lighter, so this is kind of a,
I like that.
yeah, the almost a creamy tan. It's surface design plaster. It's perfect for the sails, the little parts of the boat structures. And then a little darker surface design bark. I also like this texture because it's kind of like the wood on the boat, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks great. And then one darker one because there is some dark brown in there. And if you wanted a little bit more of a contrast, it's always good to just stay in the colors, but go darker. So this is grunge espresso. It has some gray in it, so it's not out of the blue. But you can see here that it's going to provide you with some good options. Yeah. So this is, we also have a wide back that comes with the collection that is in as well. And that one is called Smooth Sailing Marble Blue. So that's a great texture, just that marble texture. It's going to have all those blue colors and the grays and the taupes. And so I think this is just a gorgeous option for a panel. And of course, in the panel mashup book, we're going to have some great ideas for a pattern. So Smooth Sailing by Deborah Edwards for Northcott Fabrics. Now I wanted to show you something because sometimes when we have a small collection like this and you might want to add some other things, and I found 3 bundles on our website that would just work perfectly with this Smooth Sailing collection of 6 fabrics. So if you show us the Daybreak would be one option. Look at that. So it's got all the blues, but it has touches of this little rusty red, a little pink. I think that would be a great option. Another one would be Naturescape. See, the colors are all the same, but it has a little floral in there, and that will be fun to add to it to have some more movement. And the third one is something very subtle. This is Nature Study in the cool tones. Has the blues, has some of the browns, a little gray, but there you see a little lavender, a little more greens. So this will match perfectly in there too, and not have any distraction of a print. So always a good idea, and maybe you do have some of these bundles that you can mix in. Okay, Diane said, am I mistaken? Looks like you're showing 7 fabrics. It was just because we folded the one that is the ombre, we folded it in half. So it's actually 6 prints. The 7th piece is so it's actually just the 6. We have 1, 2, 3. This one here is the ombre, just folded. It looks like 2 fabrics. And then that's going to be 4, 5, 6. And so the 7th is the panel. It's sold separately, and then also the wide back. So the full collection is 8 pieces, but the wide back is separately, and then the panel is separately, 6-piece bundle. All right?
All right.
Yes, it was a gradient. All right. Any other questions? I think we have to ask them the giveaway question. Yeah, the giveaway question is going to be a fun one. So all you got to do is answer this question in the comments, and you're automatically entered in the giveaway for next week. If you could learn any skill instantly, if you could learn how to do anything like this, what would it be? Ooh, what would that be, Johan?
Interesting.
I don't know.
This is a hard
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Do you know how to do a bicycle kick? I don't know. What would it be, Mr. HP? What's your skill?
I don't know. I'd probably want to be a really good guitar player.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, if I could learn to
okay.
play music. Yeah. Play music, like play the piano.
Yes.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Like a really good guitar player, not just
yeah.
really good.
Or just jam out on the guitar. Yeah. Or we could learn a sport or something, or a game.
Maybe soccer.
Yeah, or be a
That'd be
really
really,
good
really
poker
good.
player. I don't know. If you, somebody said woodworking. Oh, speak another language. That'd be great. I would pick a few languages. I'd become a language expert like that.
Yes.
That's a great idea. Play golf, okay. Free motion quilting, I love that too. Paper piecing, I think you can learn that. You can learn that. Sail a boat. Hey, there it is. Sail a boat. That's all great answers. So
Yeah.
keep them coming, and we'll draw names randomly from all your answers. All right, so we have some shows. That's our show, Johan. Yay! That went fast.
Yeah.
Now, you will be here on Friday, so do you think you're going to host with me on Friday? Yeah, we're going to have some drinks on Friday. Oh, that's your favorite, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what are we going to do together tomorrow? Where are we going to go? To the zoo? To the zoo. We're going to go to the zoo. Maybe, we'll have to hit up a beach too. But you've been swimming nonstop. How many hours do you think you spent in the pool yesterday?
Maybe I want to do it right now.
Oh, maybe after the show, we need to do a little swimming.
Yeah, for sure.
But our next show is this coming Friday. It is July 10th at 12 p.m. Central Time. And then Tipsy Tuesday the following week is going to land on July 14th at 4 p.m. Central. And we will be there. Now, Johan will be joining me on Friday. Maybe Leo will come and say hi. Spend a little time. Not his thing. It's just not his thing. I'm sure he's playing soccer downstairs. So that is our show. And are we forgetting anything, Mr. HP?
I don't think so.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And we will see you next time, right? See you next time.
Bye.
Sunrise shining through my sewing room, coffee brewing, fabric in bloom, stacks of color lined up clean, living out that GE dream. Rulers and steady hands, turning yardage into plans from Minnesota down to the seas. We're stitching joy with GE. Every cut so straight and true, confidence in what we do. Sets me free. I love quilting, stripology harmony. Line it up and let it glide. Watch those perfect pieces slide. Oh, I love quilting, sewing community. Yeah, yeah. Step into the groove. It's the place to stay. GE Designs got the Stripology way. Quilting with the beat. You feel that heat. We're the rulers of the strips. Every inch so neat. Lay your fabric here. Lay it right here. Cut it right there. Cut it right there. Precision in the rhythm can't help but stare. From morning to night we cut and we care. Every quilt a masterpiece. Nothing can compare. The Stripology, feel that vibe. GE Designs, where precision is our vibe. Cut it, slice it, make it so right. Quilter's paradise, sewing in the moonlight. Measure once, cut twice. That's the funky rule. Stripology magic, yeah. It's hella cool. Turn that fabric loose, make it strut and stroll. We're